guys, I'm Molly and welcome to Move Well with Molly. Today I'm doing a question and answer video about all things fitness, wellness, health, food, workouts, mindset. You guys asked awesome questions on Instagram, so thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Before we get started, I will ask that you please subscribe to my channel if you're not already. That way you can see my future videos. And now let's get into the Q&A. Section 1 in this Q&A is all about food. We have, how do you stop yourself from eating junk food / what's your mindset around food? And first off, I don't stop myself from eating junk food. Desserts and snacky foods are very much so part of my diet because I don't think it's sustainable to have a 100% strict diet, only healthy eating, never treating yourself. I don't think I can't keep that up, and I know a lot of normal people can't, because you're gonna go hard for like 5 days and then just absolutely binge and eat so much junk food. So it's all about that balance, and I'm sure you've heard 10 million times, but I do firmly believe that your diet needs to have moderation and the junk food needs to be in moderation, but you can have it, you don't need to avoid it at all costs. So as for my mindset around food, I see that food is fuel, but the second part of it is that food makes me happy, so I don't deprive myself. You know, I make sure that my body gets what it needs. I work out a lot, so I feed it a lot of calories and nutritious foods. I get my proteins, I get my carbs, fruits, veggies, fats, whatever. But then I also treat myself to dessert and snacks because they make me happy. So it's a balance of, as long as I'm giving my body the fuel that it needs and making sure that it gets nutrients, I can also splurge and eat junk food. So you need to find what works for you for your diet to be sustainable and consistent. If that means you have to eat a dessert every day, fine. If you have to eat a dessert every 2 days, awesome. As for like how to stop binge eating, because that's more what I struggle with, I'm perfectly fine if I have dessert each day, but I feel bad about myself when I just eat like 10 pounds of chips or I have 7 cookies, because I do that sometimes. So some things that I've noticed is for portion control. If you're eating chips, don't eat them out of the bag. Put your chips that you want in a bowl and then put the bag away and then only eat that. Then you'll be aware of how much you're eating and you'll stop when you're done. Second is to not be distracted when you're eating food. So if you want to be conscious of how much you're eating and not be scarfing everything down and just mindlessly eating, don't be on your phone, don't be reading, just like be present with your food. And third thing is something I've learned. Do not hang out in the kitchen. I mean, yes, hang out in the kitchen, but if you have no reason to, don't be standing right next to the pantry. I used to get home from gymnastics practice and then do my homework in the kitchen at 10:30 p.m. Horrible idea, because I would snack, I would eat ice cream, chips, pretzels, everything while I was doing my homework because I could. Then I started doing my homework upstairs and I noticed that I was not hungry, I was not fiending for the food downstairs. So it's really just remove yourself from what you need to. What is the best way to monitor how much you eat? And I do not count calories or macros, whatever, that's not a part of my daily life. It's more about intuitive eating. I'll talk to you guys about that. Intuitive eating is eating when you're hungry and stopping when you're full. So this goes along to not depriving your body. Don't ignore your body. Food is fuel. So if you feel like you're hungry, get something good to put in yourself. This goes along with not being distracted when you're eating, because if you eat slow and you're conscious of how you're feeling, you'll be able to tell when you're full and then you can stop. So the big thing is just don't deprive yourself, but also don't binge. So we are now on the fitness section. First up, how do you stay motivated to work out all the time / how do you even get the motivation to work out? And I'm first going to say that I honestly don't really struggle with getting the motivation to work out, because working out is something that I genuinely enjoy so much. I think it comes from being done with gymnastics. Gymnastics was something I had scheduled. I would go to it this many times a week, and I knew that I would always find a challenge there. I would be able to push myself, my mind, and my body there. Now they don't have that anymore. I found it within my fitness journey, because I can always push myself to go harder when I work out. So I think I like that and feeling accomplished, so that's why I get so excited to work out. But I totally understand where you guys are coming from if you don't have that motivation. I definitely have off days where I just want to lie in my bed and do absolutely nothing. So when that happens, you have 2 options. One, take a day off, which is perfectly fine. Just just chill and your body can rest up as long as you get after it in the next day or two. Second is you can just get off your butt, put on your sneakers, put on your leggings, sports bra, whatever. Just get in the mood and start. Beginning is the hardest part, and then once you start your workout, or if not afterwards, you're gonna feel amazing about yourself, you're gonna feel accomplished, and I bet you'll be glad you did it. So just think about those two options when you're struggling. I remind myself that I'll feel amazing after my workout, and even if I did nothing else of productivity that day, I did work out, and that's pretty amazing. Moving your body is giving yourself self-love, and honestly, it's more than a lot of people do in a day. So just feel good about yourself for committing to yourself and your health and moving your body, even if it's for 20 minutes. That's a big accomplishment. I have a few tips for how to increase your motivation for working out. So first off, I have a workout buddy or do a follow-along workout class that may help you when you have someone doing it there with you. For follow-along workout class, you know I have plenty of workout videos on my channel. I'll be working out right with you. Next up, find a workout method that you enjoy and will be excited to do and look forward to. So try out a bunch of workout types and classes and methods and see what you like the best. Next up is set goals for your workouts and your fitness journey. So I set my goals for running. For example, last month I wanted to run 2.5 miles. This month I'm running 3.5 miles. And because of that, I'm motivated to run twice a week or whatever I choose to do that week. Next up, I think it's really helpful to plan my workouts in advance. I had a question asking if I do this or if I just make them up daily when I'm working out. I think I usually have like 3 days of workouts ahead planned out. I write down exactly what I want to do, and this is because you have to set yourself up for success and you have to set yourself up to push yourself. So when you're in a good mood, when you're feeling motivated and good about yourself, sit down and plan your workouts, because then you're gonna aim high. Whereas if you were to plan your workout the day of, or even when you were working out, if you're feeling tired, you're gonna be like, oh, I'll just do like 10 reps of this, when you could have been doing 20 if you planned it before. So you're just gonna be shooting too low and not setting yourself up to push yourself. The last tip is to somehow schedule your workout, whether it's to sign up for an online workout class and you have to be there on that time, you're FaceTiming a friend and are gonna work out with them at this specific time. You make plans with your friends for like later in the day and you say, I can't go see them until I do my workout. Whatever you need to do, there are so many options, and I hope some of these tips helped you guys. What are your favorite forms of movement / exercise? Favorite type of exercise / workout? So I love variety, that's what I want to stress here. But as for my absolute favorite type of workout, it's HIIT workouts. But I love spin classes, kickboxing, boot camp, running, biking, outside, like hiking, doing weight training. I don't do the same thing every day. I switch it up every single day because variety is the main way you're going to be excited to work out. That's how you don't burn out, and that's what's best for me. Switch it up. Is someone else in your family so keen on a healthy lifestyle? The answer to this is definitely yes. Both of my parents are. They both work out almost every day like me. They love it, and we all believe that moving our bodies is so important. When I was at college and my mom would call me, if it was a stressful week or finals week or I was even really busy, she would always encourage me to go to a workout class, go to the gym, and move my body, and that's so good. We both really believe that moving your body is so important for your physical but especially mental health. Get that stress out and you'll feel more focused. So we all believe that a healthy, fit, active lifestyle is very important. As for food, my mom always buys me healthy food for us to cook. She also likes to eat a lot of junk food like me, so this is where we get that healthy balance. This next section is all about mindset and productivity and motivation. First up, do you have any advice on mental health? And I think this is a really important topic, so I'd love to go deeper into it in another video. I'll say 2 things now though. In order to have the best possible mental health, you have to have the courage to put yourself first. I think that's the biggest form of self-love, that you need to make sure you're doing okay and put your body and your mind and your well-being first, and take care of that and take care of yourself, because that's the only way you're going to be able to help others and present your best self and get things done. So you really need to self-reflect and realize that you're worth it and you're worth your time and energy for making yourself feel good and be the best person you can be. Second is that talking is so important. We need to normalize, and everyone needs to get used to and comfortable, or as comfortable as they can be, talking about their emotions, what's going on in their heads, the thoughts that they're thinking, good or bad. We just need to normalize talking about what's going on in our heads, whether it's to your journal or dog, that's fine. Or really, it would be awesome if we can just talk about everything to a friend, boyfriend, parent, therapist, teacher. Just talking is so important. Are you ever not motivated? You seem to be so productive / how do you always have a positive mindset? Any tips on how to have more of one? So I got a lot of things saying, how do you always have a positive mindset? Or you seem so productive. And I think that's my fault that it's coming off like that. I don't want you guys to think that I never struggle and that I'm always positive and that I'm always getting things done. I'm not. It's just that's what I'm putting forth for you guys, because I have this image that I need to be so supportive and encouraging and inspiring and show you the good parts and how to be strong and just present your best self. But I think I also need to show you more that it's okay and I'm normal and I struggle sometimes, because I think that's good to just show you guys both sides and then take that a step further and show you how to pull yourself out of the laziness and the feeling bad and all that. So some tips for you of how I live my life and how I can try and motivate myself every day. I live by to-do lists. So I have ongoing to-do lists. I make a daily to-do list, little ones, big ones. I have so many to-do lists because it feels so good to cross things off. So that's one way that I get motivated. Next is I set goals. I also live by goals. If you follow me on Instagram, you know this. I set goals every single month. I set daily goals on my to-do lists and just slowly work towards what you want. Finally, you just have to have the mindset that you are in charge of your life and what happens. No one's going to hold you back. If you really set your mind to it, you can do anything, but also no one's gonna give you that push and do it for you. So everything is up to you, and that's what gets me. I know that my own drive and my own hard work is what will get me places, so I like to think about that. As for a positive mindset, I firmly believe in surrounding yourself with good vibes, whether it's good people who are ambitious and positive and will support you. Quotes, I have inspiring quotes all over my room. Affirmations, so saying I am blank. Even if you don't believe that I am confident, even if you don't feel confident, you have to convince yourself that you're confident. So telling yourself these things, repeating them in your head, writing them down. And then lastly is acknowledging the positives and negatives of life, but focusing more heavily on the positives and finding the positive in every situation. Even though it's really hard and it's really good to admit to the negatives and things that aren't going well in your life, we need to pay more attention and give more energy to the positive side. Next up is a really important question. So it says, help with body confidence. I hate my body so much. Everyone struggles with this. I can tell you I struggle with this, and the major thing that it comes from is comparing myself to people on Instagram and TikTok and TV shows and bathing suits all the time, and it really gets to your head. Constantly be working to where you are reminding yourself that social media isn't real. You don't know what the angles, lighting, editing. You just have to remind yourself that you are you and that person posted that, but you can't compare that because you have no grounds for knowing if it's an equal comparison. I saw a quote the other day, let me read it. It says, if we all ate the same and exercised the same way, we would still all have different bodies. And I think that's very important. Genetics play a huge role in your body. So what we need to focus on is being healthy and giving our body what it needs with the food and exercise, but also accepting what we have. Something that I learned from a therapist, which is incredible, it's helped me so much, is you have to accept your body and realize how amazing it is and what it has allowed you to do. So for example, turn everything that you hate about your body into something amazing. So for example, if I say, my stomach's not flat, I don't like that, I hate it. But then you have to say that, well, my stomach, this area, holds so many of my organs, which help me function, and I wouldn't be able to accomplish everything that I do every day without my organs. So it's for a good reason that my stomach is like this. Then if you think my legs are too big, then you say, well, actually, that's really awesome how big they are, because that's how powerful I am. That's what makes me so strong, so fast. It's hard and you will definitely have to work for it, but you have to acknowledge what you don't like and change that narrative and convince yourself that your body is amazing and it allows you to do amazing things, and you should be so thankful for that. If anybody needs me to help you creating like a different story of what you think about your body parts, feel free to shoot me a DM on Instagram at MoveWellWithMolly. I'd be so happy to help you guys. Okay guys, we made it to the last section. This is about college. If you didn't know, I just finished my freshman year. So how did you maintain a healthy lifestyle in college? / how to be aware and on top of nutrition while at college. So I will admit it's hard to be perfect fitness, healthy lifestyle at college, and you can't be too hard on yourself. That's the main thing. So first off, realize that it's not horrible, because if you're living on campus, you have to walk to all your classes, all your meetings, you have to walk everywhere. So I would be getting like 12,000 steps a day easily without even working out. So you are moving your body and you're getting your steps in, so that's not a problem. As for exercise, colleges have workout gyms, they have campuses that you can run on, they have, a lot of times they have like workout classes you can go to, so I signed up for the workout classes. I also made it to the gym occasionally, and honestly sometimes I worked out 0 to 1 times a week, sometimes I got in there 5 times a week. You can't be too hard on yourself, just see what you can do with your schedule and what you feel up to. And also, like I said before, finals week and stressful weeks, try to work out even though you think you don't have time. It's going to make a difference. As for food, I'm definitely going to preach on this healthy balance. I would always eat 3 meals a day. I thought that was really important to structure my day like that and get my fuel in. And you are in a dining hall, you have a meal plan. It's not like you're going to have 10 million gourmet options, but do what you can with what you have. Just be conscious, fuel your body, and give yourself what you need. So, let me say, sometimes did my roommate and I each buy and finish an entire pint of Ben & Jerry's ice cream at midnight alone? Yes. Did I sometimes go to the campus food place and get pizza and a milkshake at 3 a.m.? Yes. But then the next morning I got back in the dining hall and drank so much water. I got my eggs, or I got yogurt and fruit and granola, and just tried to eat healthy for breakfast and lunch that day. So I will preach to the end that very balanced lifestyle and just doing what you can, not being too hard on yourself, and it's all about moderation. That's the video, guys. Thank you again for asking the questions. You had so many great ones. I'm definitely going to have to do a part 2. And I really love doing my workout and typical food and health videos, but I also like just sitting down and talking to the camera and hopefully giving you some new tips and ideas based on my own lifestyle. So please give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time.